Alright guys, here we are in Forge. I asked if you want to see the menu, so here we go. I'm not going to talk or anything, and the only thing I'm not showing is nodes because I've not even learned that yet. But for the items and stuff you can place, I'm going to show you all that. So this is going to take a long time, but I'm not going to actually place them because that will take about an hour. There's a lot of stuff. You've got all these radars, you know, antennas, all this stuff, just to make your map look really good. They're the same, I just don't know what the difference is yet. The arena, you got blocks, corners and stuff like that. You know, all your basic stuff. And then you just got barrels, like just so much stuff to add detail to your maps. The one I use a lot is bodies. You've got brute bodies, you have elite bodies, grunt bodies, jackal bodies, marine bodies, and then the sentinel wreckage, which yeah, I've used that before and it's actually really good. All the details really good on the models as well, so it doesn't look cheap. It actually looks like 343 made it. So if you actually do put time and effort into it, you will get a map that looks like 343 did make it. It's just going to take time to learn where stuff is. You know, all these billboards and all this stuff. Just chairs, windows, seats. I mean, there's literally everything to make a map look amazing. You know, it's just filled, absolutely filled. Like, it is crazy. Like, I didn't play Halo 5 Forge, but I heard it's pretty good. But I played Halo Reach, and I can tell you now, this is as easy as Halo Reach. Maybe a little more difficult, but not by much. And the only reason I say that is because of this, the object properties. I'll get into that in a minute. And the map options, where you change all the sunlight, and then the light bounce, and you know, the fog and stuff like that. And volumetric lighting and stuff like that. So I'll get onto that in a minute. But back to this. Yeah, we're only still in the first section, and I mean, that's just cases. You've got crates, destructibles. You can like run through these and shoot them. You got, it's just so much, man. You got events. So if you want to make like a alien isolation map or a horror map, anything like that, you can do. Slap some events down. And another thing I'll show you now, why it's so good and easy to make stuff in this game, is right. So let me rotate this, and I'll show you right now. So to duplicate, boom, and then you press N for magnets, and you just move it like that. Oh, sorry, my bad. Move it, and it'll just magnet itself together. Perfect fit. Like literally, you can't get more perfect than that because of the magnets on them. That's why they had them in the game. And now if you go inside, if it lets me, oh, okay, it's not going to let me go inside there. But you'll see what I mean by the how neat it is. I always had a problem with that, and that's why I say it'll look like a 343 map, because on like Halo Reach, you couldn't do that. It was like you get very close or where it starts flickering, so you didn't get the bump, so when you walk over it. But in this, it's just magnets, and it looks so good if you put effort into it. You know, you got fences, all this stuff, so if you wanted to. But I'm a really big fan of Stranger Things, so I've done a lot of upside down maps, and I was thinking of making the Hawkins lab. I still might do it, it's just going to take a long time. But anyway, back to this. We've got all these Forerunner stuff. I mean, I don't even, that's why I'm not going through it. It's just, this is just Forerunner, and it is just, it goes on and on and on, and just, not, I mean, you can see it yourself. It just goes on and on and on. That's just Forerunner. Then you got garbage. I mean, they've just got bottles, glass, recycle bins, just stuff to add detail to the map again. Glass, you have more transparent glass, so if you wanted to do like a mini game map, you know, you could do like, do you know on Squid Game where they have the glass things, you can do that. You'd be able to do that in nodes, so if character steps on glass despawns or whatever. Then we have missiles, missile racks, just more detail. Panels, pipes, a bunch of pipes, railings. I mean, all these railings, it just goes down and down. Rubble, there's more detail to add onto the map. Sandbags again. Like Halo Reach had a bit of these, but not this much. Like, this is stupid how much stuff you get in this. It is unreal. And I'm guessing they're going to add more by launch. If not, I don't bloody care, because this is insane. Like, every map's going to look different. And when I say it's going to look like a 343 map, it will look like a 343 map. Because another reason why old Halos couldn't look like a 343 map or a Bungie map back in the day is because of the lighting. So like if you place a wall, the light would still go through the wall because that's how the map was built, if you know what I mean. But on here, you can change where the sunlight reflects. You can change its reflectiveness. You can just get rid of it all if you wanted to. Make it nighttime. You can add effects on the screen. You can add fog. You know, it's so much you can do. And this is just on UNSC. Like, I showed you Forerunner. UNSC is a whole new level. Like, holy shit. There's a lot of stuff in here. Like, you got walls, keypads, wreckage. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Vehicles, there's not much in here, but, you know, the good thing with this is they're not drivable. But what you can do is scale it. So if you wanted to make it, and the good thing as well with scaling, I wanted to say, is actually, I thought the textures would look a lot worse than that. Like, it's actually really good how it kind of scales the texture with it as well. But anyway, back to it. That's vehicles, and you got wires. Again, you can scale them to make them all look different. Change the sizes and all that stuff. More wires. Workstations, these are like hubs and stuff. So you place that, place an effect on top of it. Looks like it's an AI or something. These add effects on them. You've seen it in my videos. If you haven't, go check them out. That's just the first section, boys. That's it. First section done. We've got more to go yet. Alright? So we have the bushes. Like, I mean, the detail you're going to be able to do in your map, guys, is just going to be unreal. And I cannot wait for everyone to get their hands on this because it's going to be mental. And another note as well, I've never used more than 3% memory. And the only time I have is when I accidentally duplicated the map. Well, the level I designed. I think it was the upside down one. I had that below it as well. So like there was two of them stacked on top of each other and I didn't know. But yeah. So the memory, budget, don't worry about the budget, boys. Like you're going to be able to make like huge maps. And yeah, it's just going to be mental. And you're gonna love it. Like I've not even used any of these yet. I don't think. Like you're gonna make some. You can make some beautiful forests, like with flowers and bushes, grass. It's just crazy, man. Like it really, really is. Like I know 343 get a lot of slack, but like this. I mean, if this is what they're coming out with, good on them. Like thank you for delaying it. If this is what we're getting at launch. It's probably going to be better than this at launch as well. You got rocks, I mean, that's just one section of rocks. All different biome rocks, so you got desert rocks as well. You got snowy rocks, I mean, just whatever these are. I mean, just more rocks. I don't know what you want me to say. Space rocks. I use those in my my asteroid video. Got more this is for like near the sea, if you wanted to make an ocean or anything like that. Wetlands, you know, mossy and all that stuff. I mean, it just goes on and on, guys. Stumps, there's only 3 of them, but I mean, you don't really need more than that. Now this is where it gets interesting. It's the terrain. You have a lot of terrain options, right? So if I wanted to get where's the terrain rugged? There it is. Right, so that's pretty big, right? But if you didn't want that and you just wanted a mountain, oh, it's stuck in there, isn't it? Okay. Let me do that again. If you didn't want that and you just wanted a mountain, I'll show you what you can do. If you just want like Mount Everest, alright, squish it together like that, and then just put it up. And then you see this, the texture scales with it as well in a way. So up close it looks pretty terrible, but seems it's gonna be like out the map. It looks perfectly fine from here. You know what I mean? And it like acts as a wall, so you can't see out the map and stuff like that. So it just extra detail and really easy to do. Then you get trenches as well, and obviously the terrain flat, which you can make huge. That can scale as big as you want, just not on this map because it has a limit, obviously. I can't wait for the blank map. Right, that's 2 down. These are just blockers, you know what they are, you know, just stop players like you had in Halo Reach. Decals, you have letters, UNSC like hazard signs, danger signs, all this stuff. This is one of my favourite places to go. I mean, let's go. In fact, let's start from the top one. Ambient life. This is just like What is this? I don't think I've ever used this, so I can't really tell you what this is. But I think this is, yeah, it is that. Okay, it is what it says. It's bloody insects or whatever. This, if you want to make like dusty area, if you're in like if you want to make a sandstorm, add that to your map. Energy, you've got like you can change the. Oh, by the way, you can change colours for everything here. So if you wanted a beam like that, but you wanted it looking Forerunner, then you just change the colour to. Let's do it now actually. So you can change the colour. Say if I wanted it to purple, and boom, it's purple. Just like that. Change easy. And it's not 4 just lagging, it's my crappy PC. It's absolutely shocking. So, yeah. Anyway, besides the point, there's a lot more here. More plasma beams and whatever. Explosions. You know, you can time these in nodes. I don't know how to yet. I've not looked into nodes. Oh my god, that was loud. But yeah, you can time those with nodes. So if you wanted to like, if player enters room, explosion, trigger. I'm guessing something like that. That's how simple nodes are. You just need to really learn them. It's fires, just a bunch of fire effects, like absolute shit ton. General, more just data effects and whatever that is. Lightning strike. Change the colour of them, whatever colour you want as well. Plus signs, split space, portals. I mean, holograms. You have katana, orb. You know, just Covenant swirl. I use that as lava. I changed the colour of it and it looks like lava, so I did that. Liquid here, bubbles and stuff. I used that on the thunderstorm map and for blood on my horror map. Smoke, you know what smoke looks like, don't have to say there. Sparks, a bunch of sparks. Yeah, just add more detail to your map. And you can just drag and drop these guys. Like, you just drag it. If you want to change the colour, go to the objects, properties, and then go down to colour, change it. That's that really. So there's no programming, no nodes needed for any of this. You can use nodes for them, but for them to work as like effects, just drag, drop, done. As simple as that. Gameplay. Now this is what people have been asking a lot about, is the audio, and you get a lot of options with this, guys. Like, you get friendly sounds and enemy sounds. So it changes. So if you're doing an infection map, it can be really scary sounds for the friendly, which would be obviously survivors or just, yeah. And enemy sounds, this would be for the infected. You'd put some dramatic music on for that, like to give them, you know, it'll be different sounds for different players, so it's not the exact same. But the sounds, alarms, you have factory alarm, that alarm, you know, just animals, alien insects. I mean, just look at the amount of sounds you get, boys. I'm not going through all these, by the way. It's just going to take way too long. That's just animals. And then we go to characters. That's just a jackal. Okay. Computers, again, absolute shit ton of them. Different sounds for glitchy computers. If you wanted to do, you know, just anything for computers. Debris, dust, sand dust. If you want to do, you know, like a little effect. Doors. Add these to your doors when you open them. That will have to be for nodes. Energy. More. Just, yeah, more sounds. Fire. Burning vehicle. Jet engine, or jet launch, sorry. Just generic fire. Large fire. Fire pit. Forerunner sounds. Now this is interesting. They're all different. Hologram. Again, just more really cool sounds. Human. You know, if you want to do a city map, you know, you can change it a little bit. Crowds and stuff. And then I use these for horrors. Really detailed sounds. Like, it's not cheap, anything like that. It's really, they've done really well with these sounds. Insects. Lights. Hums. Buzzes. You know, more hums. Like, yeah, you get the gist. Machines. You know, broken fans. More fans. Fuses. Vents. Coils. Wall panels. Fucking everything, boys. Yeah. Yep, that's just machines, by the way. Then we go to metal. We have cages, jails, fence rattles, movements. Yeah. Then we have nature. Then we can have lava flow. Lava flow medium. You know, if you're making a lava map or that at the edge of a cliff, adds environmental sound in. You know, it makes it feel more real. Plasma fires, smokes. You know, just sounds of smoke for fires and stuff. Sparks. So if you're doing a you know, like a broken system or something. Spooky sounds. Oh no, it's glitched. Sorry. See, that's some sounds do glitch like that. That's just because it's a very early build. That will be fixed. Do not worry about that, boys. But yeah, where was we? Where was we at here? Yeah, here we go. So you got a cave. If you're doing a cave. Stuff moving in the cave. Adds more detail. Distant impacts. You know, like people hitting walls and stuff. Forest movements, if you're in the forest at night time in an infection map. Adds scary detail. This is just not that scary. I mean, it's what it is, isn't it? Horror moments. Now this is scary. Adds really good detail. And this is my favourite one. Adds very good sounds to your map, boys. Steam, more sounds. Let's get through the last ones now. Urban, construction cities, fueling station, traffic in the city, water, cave, dripping water, bubbles, rivers. Yeah, just absolutely everything you need, boys. Wind, more wind. So yeah, for the people that are asking that it's a shame we can't add our own sounds, don't worry. 343, I've got you covered. Covered, even. So, that's the audio. Equipment, obviously your guns and whatnot. Game modes, match flow, yeah, I've not done with any of this yet, so this is just for the actual gameplay. We'll leave that. Halo design set is more stuff, you know, you got your columns. I mean, covers, crates. I mean, yeah, you get the gist, it's just a bunch of shit. Not bad shit, I'm just saying it's a bunch of shit, as in, you know, plural. It's very good stuff, is what I mean. For lights, here we go. So if you wanted to have a flashing light, I'll show you how easy it is to do that. You think it's hard? No, it's not hard. So there, it's just a normal light at the moment. Go to the object, go down, animation, which is there, type, and go down to horror, and it flickers. Boom. It's that easy, boys. That's how easy Forge is in 2022. So yeah, if you think it's going to be hard to build really good maps, the only part I'd say that's going to be hard is nodes. But if you really just like making nice levels, and for Infection especially, there's going to be a lot of good horror maps for Infection. I know there is, because it's going to be fucking easy to make them. Blocks, I think these are just for, I'm not sure what they're for. I'm not going to attempt to say what they're for. These are just like mess about stuff. And structures, again, doors, heavy door, yeah, just door. You can make these open, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you can, maybe I'm wrong there. But you'll be able to somehow do a node so it moves upwards. So, yeah, you'll be able to open them. Floors, slopes, walls, bridges, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's basically everything. I didn't show you absolutely everything because, you know, it's going to take absolutely ages. But you get the gist. There's probably over 1,000 props to play with. Probably, well, more than that, to be honest. And then there's over 200 sounds easily. So anyone worrying about sound, don't worry about it. 343 have done a really good job with that. Everyone's map's going to sound really unique. And like I said, you can make Forge maps now look like a 343 map, so do not worry about that. And it's just going to be insane when it drops. This game is going to go crazy when Forge drops. Custom games are going to be the way for Halo Infinite, I can tell you now. That's how Halo Reach got popular. Custom games and the Forge. So that is exactly how Halo Infinite's going to get back to its good state. I just see it already. You know, games like Daisy, community servers saved it. Was at 4,000 players back in 2017, now at 60,000. because of community servers. Nothing changed. Nothing has changed with DayZ for the original game, but somehow it's gone up over 10 times in players because of community servers. So I see that happening with Halo Infinite. Just give it time. It's not going to instantly blow up. It's going to have to, you know, encourage people to come back and play it. But over time, it will get more popular. So if anyone's worrying about Halo dying, it fucking ain't dying, boys. Trust me. When Forge comes out, it's GG. Like, when they made the name Halo Infinite, I didn't think it'd be able to go for 10 years. But now with this, Forge, boys, it's going to be insane. Like I said, I just shown you the props and the stuff you can place and drop. All the stuff I've made on my channel is drag and drop. Nothing to do with nodes yet. Like, where's the node graph now? Can't remember where it is. I'll look for it in a minute. But yeah, nodes is just going to be mental. You can make your own game modes, you can make your own anything with nodes. It's basically programming. That's what it is, boys. If you've used Unreal Engine, I've used it a little bit. Not a lot because I just, you know, just went off it. But if you've seen the node graph, it's the exact same thing as that. And that's Unreal Engine. And games like Fortnite were made with that. Games like, what else have been made in Unreal Engine? Rocket League, I believe that's made in Unreal Engine. So you can make you can make Rocket League in this game. I know that for a fact. I've seen people make flipping cars already. So you can obviously make cars jump and stuff. So yeah, someone will make Rocket League in Halo Infinite. And sorry for this rant at the end, boys. Not a rant, sorry, just rambling on. But yeah, I'm just so excited about Halo Infinite now. I fucking love Forge, and I'm going to get back to making some maps now. So there's your walkthrough, boys. Appreciate you watching. Drop a sub if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.